How to choose your HBCU part 2. So, Dr. Jasmine Goodman, this is my Ask an HBCU Professor series. This video, we're talking about how to pick an HBCU. Now, we are aware of all of the lists that come out every year, top 5, top 10. If you're in any of the groups, they are scuffling online about which one is better than which. I want to introduce some nuance to this conversation. There are preset criteria for why these schools are at the top of that list. However, there are things that I want you to consider when you are choosing or applying for different schools. The first thing, not just the school's overall reputation, think about your major, what you want to focus on in your career path, and assess the program success rate of that specific major. So if you want to major in computer science, maybe it's not going to be this one school, maybe it's going to be another one, right? There are schools that their overall brand may not be as high, but they're great for this one particular thing. So you want to find out which HBCU is best for the major that you are pursuing. The second thing I want you to think about, funding. Not all HBCU funding packages are the same, okay? I don't know if you've seen the tuition for some of these schools, but they are expensive. You have to decide, one, do they have, or of course, apply everywhere. But if they are not offering funding, then I would encourage you to apply for other schools that will offer you more money so you are not having to take on a lot of debt in order to be there. There's a school, I believe it's Huston Tilson, please forgive me, I may have messed up the name. They just got $150 million. Everyone, you should be applying there, okay? Because I guarantee you they're going to have money to be able to bring in the top schools, and you want to get on the ground level and get that money for yourself. Also, what I want you to think about is the location of the school. I attended Clark Atlanta University, which obviously is in Atlanta. My PhD was in Washington, D.C. Couple of things. When you are, 17, 18, however you are when you start college, are you prepared to go from small town USA to Atlanta? Because Atlanta's going to Atlanta as long as Atlanta can Atlanta, okay? And I don't want you to be in a situation where you are not prepared for just the geographical difference and also the culture of that city, and you get caught up. There were a number of students, even to this day, that will come to a school in Atlanta and lose their minds because Atlanta has so much to offer them. Again, Atlanta will always Atlanta as long as Atlanta can Atlanta. So are you going to be focused enough to still go to class and do your work despite whatever's going on in the city? There are other schools, and I am from Georgia. I currently live in Georgia. I will say shout out to Morris Brown College, shout out to Fort Valley State, Albany State, Savannah State. These are great HBCUs. Well, of course, Morris Brown is in Atlanta, but other schools, they are in rural areas that if you feel like you don't have the focus to get your work done in Atlanta, please consider going to somewhere else that may not be as active in terms of city life, but you can still have that community. Now, this next one is going to be and I had someone comment on another video. They talked about, or they mentioned how they work full time, but they still want to get the HBCU experience. Did you know that there are 2-year HBCUs? Yes, there are 2-year HBCUs, and there are also 4-year HBCUs that offer 2-year programs. So in the event that you have a different set of life circumstances, you can still have the HBCU experience by going to a 2-year school. Just hop on the Google, search for 2-year HBCUs, and it'll pull up a list of all the schools that you can apply for. I know I saw some in South Carolina. I saw some in Mississippi, I believe Alabama. So those are also completely viable options for you. My goal in this video is that I don't want everyone applying to the same school. I want you to apply for the school that's right for you, okay? Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I would love to hear also from HBCU students or alumni that transferred from one HBCU to another one, and just let people know, like, if you feel comfortable sharing what some of those reasons were, because I think we get so hyper-focused on going to the number one and not enough focused on the number one for you. Okay, so if this video helped you, like, share, add it to your favorites, comment below, do all the things, and I'll be back.